Georgia. I got a call. Well, actually, I got a message on Facebook. Somebody posted something on Facebook. I got tagged in it for some lawn service. I messaged the lady, and she messaged me back and gave me an address. So I'm going to look at a property. It's going to be a cleanup. Apparently, a lot of leaves and pine straw. About an 1.5 acre property, corner lot. Don't know anything other than that about it, but I'm going to head up here and take a look at it and shoot her a quote over on it. Just see what happens. I don't know this individual, so you know, we're just going to take a look at it and see what they need, and see what I can do to help them. So I'm going to take you along for the journey and let you see what I see. I'll check back with you when I get there. All right, we are at the property now. I do not know if anybody's here or not, but I take it nobody's here. But anyway, this looks to be what we're dealing with. A lot of pine straw, as you can see. And it's crazy now, isn't it? See that? Look at that. So I just left one property where I got paid to put down pine straw. And I'm at another property now where somebody's wanting me to give them a price on getting up pine straw. Oh, come on, killer. Look at killer over there. He's gonna eat me up, I reckon. So anyway, just get out here and look around and see what we got. It's supposed to be 1.5 acres of property. So pretty good sized property. You know, you can see it is a corner lot off of that blacktop road. Then there's a dirt road over on this side. Looks to be a, looks like somebody's been out here trying to get some of this up already, because there's some very thick spots of it. So I don't know if they kind of started working on it. Looked like I saw a blower up there under the porch. I'd probably take and just blow all this stuff up around the trees, a whole bunch of it, but I don't know if they want to do that or if they just want this stuff totally gone. So that's going to be one of the things I'm going to have to check out. Looks like a camera there on the tree. But anyway, this is what we're looking at. So I'm just kind of walk the property and see what we got and get them up a price. All right, I took a look at that yard, the one I just had to get a quote on. And I'll tell you about that in a second, but I wanted to ask y'all about this. If you're in lawn care, or really if you're in any kind of business where you know, do something where you can tell a difference, maybe you build decks or patios, or you put pavers down, or you know, just whatever, you know, something that's visible, something that's outside the house that you can see. A lot of times when I bid on something and I don't get the job, I don't know if I'm gonna say a lot of times, but sometimes when I'm in the area, I'll ride by those properties to see what they look like. You know, I didn't get the bid, somebody else got it, just curious. Now, I'm not talking about cutting the yard, but I mean like if you're doing a big trim job, landscape, you know, big mulch job, something like that. So I had this property I did a bid on, it was in a nice subdivision, and I gave this individual the bid, and I thought it was a, you know, a reasonable bid, well, they did too. I said, you know, this is kind of expensive. I said, you know, it's a big dollar ticket, and the homeowner told me, said, oh, we've had this done so many times. We know it's expensive, and you know, yada yada yada. Like, we're not surprised at that price. So I'm like, okay, you know. Well, and this was during the holidays, and they were like, probably, you know, might not do anything right now, trying to get through the holidays, had some stuff going on at work, this, that, and the other. And so I said, okay, you know, so after Christmas, I shot him a message and said, hey, just curious, you know, I don't know if I was supposed to follow up with you or you follow up with me. Now, they had not gave me the job. They had just talked like, yeah, we want to go ahead and do it after the holidays. I said, well, I meant to call you. I've been meaning to call you. I actually found somebody to do it a couple of $100 cheaper. And this is on, you know, the trimming and all that. And I think there was about, you know, don't know. I think it was like a $1,400 job. So basically, they found somebody to do it for maybe $1,200, and so I was okay, you know. And I think a lot of guys around here, they beat me at mulching because they do bulk. I don't do bulk. And I don't do bulk because I don't have a dump trailer, and none of the places that sell bulk will deliver to me here. And you know, to take a small trailer and be running back and forth, I mean, when you start talking about 20 yards of mulch, or you know, 15 yards of mulch, or 10 yards even, I just don't have a way to haul it, so I don't do it. I buy it in bags. I mean, I do have a way to haul it. I buy it in bags, and just have it put on my lawn trailer, right? So anyway, I went by to look at this particular property, and it is done now, and it looks fantastic. It does. I mean, I didn't go up and walk around the yard. I just drove by it. But from what I can tell, whoever did this, the trimming and the mulch, I mean, it pops. So shout out to whoever that was. I don't know who did it. I'm sure they don't watch my videos, whoever it was, but and you don't even know where it's at. So, but they did a really good job on it, and I just wanted to highlight that because a lot of times when I don't get the job, and I find one or two things happen. One is the homeowner figures out, well, anybody I call, it's going to be, you know, several $100s to do this cleanup, so they just don't, they end up trying to do it themselves, and, you know, they do the best they can. I'll just say it like that. So, and sometimes they end up hiring it out to somebody else, and then, you know, when I go by, I look at it and I go, well, they got what they paid for, you know, just being honest. I'm not saying I'm the best in the business by any stretch of the imagination, but if I do something, I'm gonna do good work, and I'm gonna do it to the best of my ability. Now, there's some that's got more ability than I do, and they can make a property probably look better than I do. I doubt very few would do it any cheaper, but I'm just gonna say this: she got a $200 better deal on what she did over there, and she got a good deal. She really got a good deal, you know. So anyway, I don't know, that was just interesting. I don't know if any of you ever do that. It's kind of a long story to tell, but anyway, back to this. I didn't measure this property. The lady told me it was 1.5 acres. There's parts of it don't have anything on it. There's parts of it that have straw and stuff that they've blown up. It's got some thin leaf cover on it, so I really need to figure out now what she wants. Does she want it all off the ground and into the burn pile in the back? That's one price. Does she want it all off the ground and me to haul away all the stuff? That's another price. Or does she want, you know, in those areas with a lot of straw, does she want that straw blown up around the tree bases and kind of blow the leaves out and just run over and kind of mulch? That's another price, and that would obviously be the cheaper price. So cheapest price would be blow it to the trees and me run over it. Next price would be for me to get it all up and in their burn pile, trash pile, whatever that is they got out back. And the most expensive would be for me to get it all up and haul it away. So you're probably talking, I don't know, the numbers would probably be something like this. For me here, blowing up around the trees, running over what's left, making it look better, but you know, it's not perfect obviously when you do that. You're probably talking 180, 250 for the medium service, leaving it on their property, probably 300 if I gotta haul it off. So and that's 1.5 acres, and I would say only about half of that is covered in debris, and where they've already kind of blown it up. So, you know, if it was outright having to blow up stuff on the whole 1.5 acres, obviously it would be more than that. But yeah, I don't know, that's just kind of the numbers I got in my mind. So, you know, and for the market I got around here, there'll definitely be some people that would undercut that. There are some people around here that work pretty cheap, and you know, they get some of the business I could get, and I'll be honest. Sometimes when I bid on a job and I know it's going to be pretty high, because I'm going to make X amount, or I'm just not going to do it. I don't have to do it. I'm not trying to rip anybody off. I mean, y'all, if you've been watching the channels, you've seen like my last video, if it's the last one I post, the last lawn video. I mean, I went and took care of a little section of a yard to clean up for a young lady. This is a single mom, elderly people, single moms. People that are trying to make it through life. I have a soft spot for that. I went and did it free. If you've been watching this channel, you've seen a lot of volunteer stuff that I've done. So I'm not trying to get over on anybody, but if I'm gonna do a job, I'm gonna make X amount on it to cover the cost of my equipment and that kind of stuff, you know. So anyway, but sometimes when I have a large, you know, a job like that might be say $500, and I know that there's somebody that'll do it for $350 and probably not flinch at it, and you know, and I'll tell them, you know, that they could contact them and they'll probably get a better deal from them. Their situation, I think, is a little different from mine. I don't know. You know, I know I got a business license. I got an LLC. I got liability insurance. I got good equipment. I'm planning to stay in this thing for the long run. When I tear up a piece of equipment, you know, I'll go buy another new piece of equipment, you know. And a lot of times you find guys that underbid way bad. It may take them a year, sometimes 2 years, to wear out their equipment, and then realize that, well, I need a new mower. You know, that's $6,000 to $10,000, and I had to finance the first one, and you know, it may be wore out and not even paid for. It may be broken, not paid for, and now I need another one. And the reason for that is, in a lot of cases, is just not charging what they're worth. Because they go out and say, you know, I can do this in a day, and if I can make $250 in a day, then that's a good day. Where else am I going to work and make $250 a day? Well, the problem is that $250 that you made, if you're doing things right, you know, at least 50% of that, at least, is going to overhead. And actually, in a case where you're only charging $250 for something maybe that should have been $500, most likely 60–70% of that is going to overhead. You know, it's going to your taxes, it's going to your equipment, it's going to your insurance, you know, your vehicles, all that kind of stuff, your business license, I mean, all that kind of stuff. So, you know, and what happens is, really, they're just working to pay for equipment for the most part. Anyway, maybe some of this helped you, maybe some of this made some kind of sense to you. Obviously, if you stuck around this long in the video, because it's probably going to end up being like a, you know, probably be a 15-minute video, so you probably got something out of it. Maybe more than 15. So anyway, I'm just rambling on now, but I hope it helped you in some way. And I thank you for taking time to watch the video. And my prayer for you is always the same, that the Lord might richly bless you, and that you might see all of your blessings as from Him. Hope you have a great, great day.